Hello, and welcome to the video. Before we begin, I just want to make a disclaimer saying that all the images, music, and other good art stuff does not belong to me, nor does it belong to the channel, and that if they give me a strike after giving disclaimer, so be it. I don't make these videos for profit, I just make them for fun, the sole purpose of the hobby. I will also go a little deep on some serious topics, so viewer discretion is advised. Thank you all for your support and your patience, and let's begin the video. So, you finally made it. The end of all the pain and suffering that we've all been suffering for the last 4 years. And this game, about to be turning 5, or probably is 5 now by the time I'm recording this, is still in the worst possible shape ever. Because recently, they just announced that they're going EOD, end of development. What does that mean, you ask? Well, end of development means, the game is still going to run with regular service maintenances, but there will be no new official content for the game. No new characters, no new skins, no new modes. You get the idea. However, EOD will also possibly lead to EOS. Take Squad Busters, for example. 2.0 update came, the game turned to shit, and look where it is now. Went end of development at first, and now they're scheduled for EOS sometime this year, or probably already did, even though I don't care because I already deleted the game when 2.0 came. Now back into Smash Legends. There's so much to cover on why this game has gone downhill ever since a certain update. Well, let's be real, they did start copying Brawl Stars. From the Smash drops to the Legend tokens, you get the picture. They're trying so hard to be as good as Brawl Stars, but will never be as good as Brawl Stars because they try so much to be Brawl Stars and they end up failing miserably. Oh, well, Space, what about the community? Surely that has improved? Hell no, it has not improved at all whatsoever. I mean, clearly we're still stuck in baby mode if we're complaining and being toxic and salty over losing a $100 tournament. Mind you, $100. This is not as much as a 40K tournament. This is 100, not 40,000. We also got some individuals who are trying to rebring some drama back 2 years ago. Like, fellas, you are 1 year late on that. You think we all don't know? We all do now, but I'll cover what happened when I get further into the video, since this is still the introduction. But enough of me yapping, and I will say I will reuse some of the stuff from State of Smash Legends 4, which I had to delete due to people problems, and that this will be the last State of Smash Legends video. Hope you all enjoy, and let's go ahead and dive on in. Now, I know you veterans already know what this game is, but this is mainly for the new viewers who have no idea what this game is, or maybe for returning viewers who don't even remember what this game was about, given so many things changed. Well, let me just say, Smash Legends is basically a multiplayer arena game where you have multiple characters from various fairy tales, from Peter Pan, Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, Puss in Boots, and many more. And yes, Soul Bad Guy is here because he was a guest character back when the Guilty Gear collab happened last April. There are a lot of various power-ups that you can have in a character build. First up being spells, where you got Leap, Turnover, Ignition, Speed, Barrier, Health, Recharge, and Rupture. Depending on what the character is, you can use many various skills. Now we also have abilities, where you can do more damage, more cooldown, less cooldown, more damage, etc, etc. Then we have the offensive enchantments, which honestly were a mistake to the game, and then defensive enchantments, which can apply more HP, automatic heal, barrier, revival shield, etc. And then you have ruins, which give you these very also unique abilities where you can get a shield, do more damage, take less damage. Same with these little offensive, whatever these are, honestly. I don't remember and I don't even care what these were called, but you got the offensive ones and of course the defensive ones. And well, what can I say? The game is kind of like Brawl Stars. Like I said in the intro, this game is literally trying to be Brawl Stars, but they can't even do shit right. Mainly because they're focusing on releasing other games than trying to fix this one. But yeah, that's just about the general basics of Smash Legends. Basically just do the objective, win against 1v1s, and that's pretty much it. Now, speaking of trying to be like Brawl Stars, let's just go ahead and go to the general details of what the game is in right now. Take a good look at the menu of Smash Legends. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the menu of Brawl Stars. I believe we can all come into agreement where there are at least 3+ similarities in each of the layouts. You got the Trophy Road display, and there's also the Battle Pass display where they got a skin on the left side and then a up and low tier of rewards. Character tokens where you get these currencies to unlock said characters. And of all things to copy off, they also want to copy the fame system, which is actually pathetic. Because let's just be real, fame probably just shows how sweaty your balls are and you don't shower. What? But you know what? Let's just go ahead and compare both gameplays of each game. Brawl Stars and Smash Legends have a few differences. Like, Brawl Stars, you can't even jump, but you still got the little gadget, the hypercharge, basically the same kind of little, button layout compared to Smash Legends. Now, if we swap over to Smash Legends, that is not Smash Legends. Now, we take a look at Smash Legends' gameplay, we can see that it is very different compared to Brawl Stars. You got little character portraits of the characters that each player is using. You got a little HP bar for each player displayed. And yes, there is also a kill feed, but you can see you can jump in Smash Legends, where in Brawl Stars you can't jump. And there's even a similar button layout, except it's a little more complex compared to Brawl Stars. Since Smash Legends, you can use ruins, abilities, spells, and much more. While Brawl Stars, you just have a gadget, hypercharge, main attack, and super. That's about it. You've most definitely heard me say this in the recent State of Smash Legends videos, -4 because I had to delete it, and the other videos, but you always hear me say that passive play is the most annoying playstyle to go against. Look at this Spearow, for example. I went brick because he plays passive with Spearow and does nothing but skill and then use the enhanced basic attack. Unfortunately, it's not against the TOS of the game to even play passive, but at the same time, you can just kind of see the amount of people always complaining about it. It's probably almost complained about in a daily basis, and I still, encounter it almost every day, especially them damn Javert players. Because if you're just gonna do nothing but run away and use the same skill over and over and over again, you're just become too predictable at the point where you just be read like a book many times, and then you'll have to suffer the big consequences for it, just like this Marina right here. Somewhere out there will be those kind of passive players that will complain to you when you beat them, and then they're gonna throw a whole ton of Johns at you. Whether it be the character you play, whether you used the passive playstyle back at them when you were a stock ahead, kind of like Sonic's from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or proceed to create uncreative insults and threats to you. Now you might be thinking, well, Space, I play patiently. That's not being passive, right? Well, you are correct. Because what that means, at least in my book, is your opponents are going too aggressive. Where if they become too aggressive, sort of like passive play, they will be read like a book, but it'll be even more punishing since you'll have a lot more opportunities to do a whiff punish, where they completely whiff an attack and then you can do a good punish or a bad punish, however your gameplay depends on it. Take this Wuchi versus Young matchup, for example. Some people, which yes, there are some dumb people who actually commented on this clip that I posted on the Reddit a few days ago before they deleted it, saying that I rolled away from that ult because I was playing passive. No, I was rolling it away because I knew they were going to ult and try to go for it, and then I would punish back with a return roll. Most Wuchi players that I fight against are very passive. There are a little few that are actually really aggressive and try to actually play the game and interact for 50% of the match. I mean, I'll give kudos to this Wuchi player, but you can kind of see that they're being a little too aggressive and I'm reading each and every move that they make. Frosty, I know you're watching this somewhere. GG's again, and we really gotta have a rematch sometime. And now we dive into my favorite topic of each of the State of Smash Legends videos, the community aspect. For those who are unaware, I'm just gonna give you a little head start on the community. I have a ton of mixed feelings because, well, there's two communities. You got the Reddit community, which I'm mainly a part of, and then there's Discord community, which everybody knows I got banned for playing the White Knight. Basically standing up for someone who is getting harassed by like 2 different people, and they banned me, the White Knight, for sticking up for someone instead of banning the villains who basically just tormented a bunch of people. And that kind of just showed me that the Smash Legends community is probably not going to be in the best state at all whatsoever. At least the Discord side, but I'm not saying that it's only the Discord side, but there are a few bad apples in the Reddit side. And let's just go ahead and dive in and I'll show you what I have to show you. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Where do I want to start with this one? However, I think we can all agree that I will not make the same mistake and make it about a rant on one person. Because that is literally the sole reason, as I said a bunch of times, why State of Smash Legends 4 was deleted and why I woke up with 300 plus DMs for the following 2 days after making State of Smash Legends 4. And then another 150 after creating State of Smash Legends 4 post-review. Because I'm sure, as we all know, ranting about one person in the quote community phase just defeats the purpose. Let's begin with this situation over here, where the Lord Clan hosted a tournament back in January 25th. If you watched my Zero Honor Zero Class montage that I made a few weeks ago, you would know the full details of this event and what happened. But to put it in short terms, there was a tournament that was happening and my clan was participating in it. I wasn't participating in it because it was a blizzard happening outside and I had to shovel my driveway 3 times that day, sadly. But the tourney format worked where it was 3v3s, 2v2s, and then 1v1s. Our clan leader, Ocean, which I'm pretty sure most of you all find very toxic, took first place in the tournament. Good sportsmanship was shown to both players and the tournament ended in a happy ending, right? Wrong. There can't just be one peaceful moment in this game's life before it dies that we have no saltiness or toxicity. Mind you, this is a $100 tournament. This is nothing big compared to the Deadpool $40,000 tournament. This is just a simple, fun $100 tournament. And you're mad that you couldn't snag the $100 and that it was free money. Isn't that what jobs are for? Yes, and I said it. That is what jobs are for. Like you all seen the couple of community posts I put on my channel, that my job is the reason why these videos I make and the motivation I try to look for keeps dying down because of my job. The frustration, the stress, it's part of life, and that's how life works. And if I'm not mistaken, you didn't even participate in the 2v2s and 1v1s, so why are you even complaining if you didn't play in those segments of the tournament? If you got a job and you say you need money by playing video games, you need serious help. It's just $100 and it's just a game. It's literally just a fucking video game. No need to get so mad that you didn't crop $100. What are you gonna do with it anyways? Buy weed and drugs and then smoke it all out in one day? Probably so. But hey, life is life. Money is money. Game is game. But I wouldn't be going to any more of the tourneys hosted by the Lord Clan anymore if the tourney hosts actually saw that I was talking shit about them behind their backs. Moving on to our second example, and that is people friend requesting you only to insult you and complain. For those of you who don't know and saw that screenshot just now, Baphomet is literally the perfect example as to one of those people who literally just complain. Doesn't matter whether they win or lose, they will just friend request and insult you. Mind you, this guy loves to play run, skill, attack, repeat. He's basically just the most passive and the most bitchless player I've ever seen in my entire life. Probably sweating his balls off on this game 7 to 12 hours a day playing Javert, doing the run, skill, attack, repeat technique for Javert. Someone actually went in deep and actually showed me of what Baphomet looks at on the Reddit, and this probably explains why he acts like the way he does to all of us when we beat him or when we lose to him in Smash Legends. Probably so depressed outside the game where he has to jerk off to R34 Molly art during his free time. But you know what they say, nobody's perfect. To my fellow Hispanics, yes, I am Hispanic myself, even though I may not sound like it because I was born in the US, but I do have a mother who's from Puerto Rico and my father is from Guatemala. But do we always have to play like a toxic bastard and BM everybody that we see? Only for us to just lose the game by like one clutch and one mistake? This guy from the El Mexicano clan is a perfect example as one of those players. And I'm pretty sure some of you are familiar with this specific player from that clan. This guy likes to play Javert, play passive, run skill, basically the Baphomet trick. And then also spam the Goldie laughing emote while you fight him. But as you can see here, I would not be using the Goldie laugh emote if I'm getting tossed and spanked by a Hatter. Mind you, Hatter is a very low tier character in 1v1s, given she has no attack priority, no damage, but yet the only way to actually do stuff is if you copy with her ability and actually manage to hit them. Low tier upset, el tonto. Oh, what is this? SL documentary series? Huh, surely nothing can be bad here, right? Are we dead ass right now? My guy, we are in 2026. We are not in 2024. It took you that long to finally realize that Umbra is basically also Eclipse. The same person who got into a heap of trouble with a girl named Koi, who also changed herself to Smitten. For those of you who are under the weather about this thing or don't even know what happened, let me shed some light to you instead of watching Red Fox's long-ass documentary. Eclipse got in trouble because he was caught doing a few things with Koi, aka Smitten, who blunderly lied about her being 18 plus when in reality she was actually only 16 or 17. I can't remember since it's been that long, but nor do I care anymore because it literally happened nearly 2 years ago. You think anybody's gonna keep talking about a drama that happened nearly 2 years ago? I don't think so. I know I'm talking about it right now, but I'm shedding light for those who don't know. We all know dating underage people is improper. It's not healthy. It's not right. You look like a psychopath if you do it. But at the same time, you gotta have a brain of a fucking fruit fly to just falsify your age, all because of the lust of feeling good, if you know what I mean. But if you know the other party is underage, you should definitely not accept their request on helping them feel good. It's just like common sense. You should know not to do it. Anyways, back to the document. Like, why? I mean, if you want to let the world know who you love, sure, be my guest. But if you want to let people know about drama like this, that's just gonna add more negative fuel to the flame, basically giving the community of this game a horrible reputation to the point where it already doesn't have to be much more horrible than it already is. This is like still me being angry at DF of how they treated me on that one day 2 years ago. But as you can see, as of right now, I don't give a fuck anymore because it's been 2 years ever since it happened. And plus, most of the members basically gave up on Smash Legends. They don't play it anymore. They play other games like Tekken, Guilty Gear, Stardew Valley, basically any other game that's not Smash Legends. And then we have Bingus Bungus Boo, or just Bingus for short if you want to call him that. The fact that I can see that he's just one of those guys that just listens to one side of the story, or if it's a damsel in distress, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and take the girl's side and stand up for her. Perhaps maybe I'll win her over by standing up for her. Wrong. You gotta be really pathetic to actually post a big-ass paragraph about it in the Reddit, only for it to get nuked by the other mod that wasn't me. Because I was still working when this dropped, and I didn't see it till after I got home. And then someone accidentally made a Super Smash Bros. Post in the Smash Legends Reddit. You know, mistakes happen. Happy accidents. He thought it was the Smash Bros. Subreddit, but he must have read the title wrong. So, you know, we sent him to the right subreddit and that we forgave his mistake. And of course, Bingus just had to say this. Like, I get it. You want to be heard. It's not gonna happen if I am around. I'm not saying what he did was not wrong. Both him and Smitten were in the wrong for this situation. Like, we know what he did. We know who he was. You and Red Fox just had to be the peace breakers from this situation. And trust me, we do not need Discord drama in the Reddit. But you are so determined to have this guy be sent to the grave, have his career plummet down, to just have him hated and be no longer welcome to a community. See, that is what we call witch hunting. Which makes you even more pathetic bum because you just don't want to listen to anybody else saying, oh, I'm always in the right, this is what he did. I'm not going to listen to anybody else's reasoning or evidence of what he did. Alright, enough about Bingus. Let's talk about this guy. For those of you who don't know, we've seen a lot of posts on the Reddit about people getting friend requests, accepting them, and them being insulted, only to be gate-kept from being a little quirky and having fun with my comments. I mean, it is true. If people complain, they can either cope or just quit. Or just straight plain and simple. If you don't like the post, keep your mouth shut. I mean, I don't see a problem with making some posts a little, poetic. Do you? Let me know if you find posts being a little poetic a problem. I mean, you really gotta assume that I'm on the game almost all day, every day, and sweating my balls off, like other people, saying I can finally touch grass. What if I told you that I touch HVAC equipment? What? I touch furnaces, I touch outdoor units, air conditioners, heat pumps. I even spent the past few weekends trying to see what was wrong with my truck, and then we got it fixed after finding out it was a bad fuel pump. So if your heat or AC is not working, let me know and I can probably diagnose it. Well, not for you, since you're treating me like this. And basically, to conclude the community part once more, as you can see, it has not improved whatsoever, as I said in the intro. The continuous friend requests and useless death threats people send, to people fighting about aspects of certain characters, to players complaining and crying that they couldn't snag $100 on a fun tournament, and talking shit about the Tourney hosts behind their backs. Players for talking shit about the opponents they lost to, and they have no right to talk. We all get the picture. This community has been a mess ever since the start, ever since 2021, where so much stuff has happened to the point where this community's reputation has just been rotted to the core, and that it will not recover from its very horrible state. Literally one of the main key points why I would not recommend this game to my friends or family members. Because let's be real, if new players get caught up in messes such as this, not only is it going to discourage them from playing the game, but it's also going to discourage them from spreading it to other people. People want to play games with good reviews and when they hear good things about it. Or when a community is very nice and friendly and give you tips and tricks when you ask for help. Not from a community that is super hostile and toxic to the point where people will just tell you to jump off a bridge if you beat them with Hatter. And I know it's not gonna happen, but please, can we let this game die in peace? Just have like a few more couple of months of none of this stupid shit before this game goes EOS. That would probably be a happy ending for this game. But like I said, I doubt it'll happen given how many people are here, who's toxic and who's not, who's passive, who sends a lot of death threats, etc, etc. It hurts to say that a game that I loved playing so much, the potential has gone down and it's been wasted. And that update I referred to back in the intro was the Gumi update, since it came with the enchantments. The enchantments were a huge mistake to this game, leading to a bunch of passive meta play, and that some combos were just far too strong to the point where if you don't have it, then you lose. Basically, if you want to become good at this game, you're gonna have to pay like 20-30 bucks because currency now costs so much money, but you only get a 1,000 credit cap if you're a F2P player, free to play. Plus, with the enchantments becoming RNG now and some stupid ass gacha mechanics, I don't think it's a good idea to turn a mobile arena game into a gacha game just to become one of the best players in the world. Mind you, I was the top #1 Master Cat in OG Season 7 before 2.0 arrived, which was the Zapeta update. Enchantments were not even a thing back then. It was just the abilities, and that was it. And for the community, please for the love of God, get a grip if you're one of those people that are insane and spend so much time on this game to the point where you just lose your inner self and soul. Because if you keep playing the same old shitty games every day, every hour, every month of your life, you're just gonna get super bored easily. Let me make some recommendations for you. If you like JRPGs or turn-based combat, play Octopath Traveler. If you like fighting games like FCGs or whatever the acronym they use is for fighting games, play Guilty Gear. The collab with this game is literally what made me come back to Guilty Gear. The only reason I kind of stopped playing is because, I made a low-tier character, that being Dizzy. She's pretty fun, and I like the ice mechanic, but she's not that good given her attack priorities are pretty bad, and she doesn't have that much combo options. But in all seriousness, this toxicity and stupid shit really needs to stop, but I doubt it will. Anyways, enough about the community now. It's time I end this little segment, and we're gonna go ahead and go into the final hot and cold takes of the game that I did with the Reddit community. Y'all know the drill. I make a post for people to state their hot and cold takes of the game, and I read them out loud, and I either agree or disagree or give my honest take on what they say. So let's just go ahead and dive in. Personal take. The game should have some sort of defense tool, not linked to spells or anything, just a basic shield/parry. I mean, yeah, that kind of would be cool, but in all honesty, it's a open arena game, not like a 2D side-scrolling kind like Guilty Gear is. Maybe they should have done that with the Guilty Gear collab and with the Guilty Gear mode, where you would literally do the 1v1s in a side-scrolling, where, you could double jump and then do all your attacks from there. But honestly, in the actual, modes that you mainly play on, I don't see it happening because, like I said, it's more of an open arena than a side-scrolling fighting game. But shoot, if any of y'all want to play some Guilty Gear with me, I'm down. Just know that I kind of suck, but I'll do what I can to make the game fun for you. If the game didn't try so hard to copy Brawl Stars and continued to make its own identity after the whole renewal phase, things would have gone down a lot better. They also should have stopped giving skins to characters who already had a lot of skins. Yes, I do agree with the skin phase, because, it's really annoying when characters that maybe people don't play a lot, or maybe mid-tier to low-tier characters get so much skins. For example, Kaiser got a lot of skins, Cindy got a lot of skins. But you can't really say a character is bad if you're really good with them, and if you can actually figure out a way to work out with the matchup disadvantage. I mean, yeah, if a character has more than too many skins, then we should stop giving more skins to that said character. That's kind of like the Overwatch treatment, where all the devs are just giving Kiri and Mercy all the skins. It's really ridiculous. It's like they're trying to copy Overwatch too at some point. And yeah, as for copying Brawl Stars, we can clearly see the similarities and differences on how they're alike and how they're different, but I do agree. Once I saw the smash drops, I knew it was over from there. Unfortunately, those were the only two good ones that I saw when I made the post. I guess not much people really pay attention to this sort of the game anymore, given its current state and how it's going EOD, and probably soon in the future to go EOS. But if you got any hot and cold takes, let me know in the comment section on what you think. Well, there you guys have it. The final rant session and the final entry to the State of Smash Legends series. It's still really sad that I had to delete State of Smash Legends 4 since that was my longest and probably my best one yet, but due to getting 300 DMs for the past 2 days, you know, it was not worth my time and not worth my sanity, so I just had to get rid of it. And I don't feel like recapping of everything that I said in this video, but I will say, I think we all know that this game had so much potential, and that potential was wasted with stupid stuff. Enchantments ruined the game, passive play is the most annoying playstyle to go against, and a toxic community just discourages new players to even play the game and send it out to their friends. Because without a good community, I don't think this game is going to thrive any longer. Well, as it isn't thriving right now since we are at EOD. However, if you enjoyed this video and you want to give me your thoughts, let me know what you think in the comments. And feel free to give a like and subscribe. Not like I'm going to force you because I'm not your father, but do what you will. Anyways, thank you for watching the final entry of the State of Smash Legends, and I will have a final montage in the making pretty soon. So be on the lookout for it. Until then, this is Space04, hoping you guys and gals have a good day, night, whatever time zone you're in. Catch you on the flip side. Peace.